Hi, I'm Bob Mosier, Brazil correspondent for RCR Wireless, and we're here in Rio de Janeiro with Mr. Carlos Marino, President and CEO of Avantel in Colombia, one of Colombia's major wireless technology providers.
Thank you, Bob.
Carlos, can you tell us where does the market stand right now in Colombia in relation to more advanced countries like the United States and Europe?
Well, we are very much at the crossroads where we expect to see major changes in the country in the next few years, primarily as a result of a number of government initiatives to free up more spectrum for the operators that are currently in place in Colombia, so we can offer more advanced technologies and services than the ones that we have today. For the past several years, or actually for more than a decade, the country has been pretty much subject to the presence of two or three operators that have controlled most of the access to these kind of technologies. The initiatives that the government Santos is planning to implement in the next few years, it should allow for more operators to have access to valuable spectrum to deploy the 4G technologies, which should allow us to take internet and wireless services to the rural areas in a more competitive way, and therefore offer higher quality services, broader, higher broadband, and at a lower costs.
What are the pros and cons, in your opinion, of that type of government aid and influence in the sector's growth?
Well, the government right now has an initiative called Vive Digital, which means that the government is supposed to be providing a subsidy of about $200 million to grow internet penetration from the 200 municipalities to 700 municipalities. Colombia has about 1,100 municipalities spread out throughout the country. So the idea is to increase internet penetration significantly to 700 municipalities. The advantage, of course, of providing these services or the subsidy is to allow companies to deploy technologies in a more, well, in a subsidized fashion, because there is not a high concentration of population in those areas. Now, how it actually gets done then is the key. If it gets allocated to one or two operators, then I think we will see what we have seen classically that happens with monopolies or very large few operators take advantage of these opportunities. If, on the other hand, the government allows for several operators to participate, then we will see a much more dynamic effect, because we will see that the only way to survive is to provide the latest technology at the most cost-effective fashion, which at the end is what it should have an impact, a real positive impact in the development of these communities.
Okay. Thank you, Carlos, for your insight into the Colombian market.
Thank you very much for the opportunity.
We'll be back from Rio de Janeiro with more coverage for RCR Wireless.